going on, everyone? My name is D. Anthony with Evolution Traders. In this video, I want to show you guys how you can avoid getting chopped up and try to at least, to the best of your ability, try to stay on the right side of the trend. Now, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to identify, what side of the trend is actually going to play out and unfold, but you have to give the benefit of the doubt to what the chart is showing you on the screen. So just visually kind of use your eyes, right? Don't overanalyze it. Now, what we're looking at is today's price action from a little bit in the pre-market to where we currently stand. Right now, it's 8:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. Today is the 7th, okay? So what we're looking at here is an uptrending sideways day, okay? So we get some consolidation. The market's kind of, just waving back and forth, but the overall trend is moving higher, right? So when you really look at it, if you look at it from the pre-market, when we first closed over this 20 SMA, we put in a nice up move, followed by a back test of the 200 period moving average, then followed by some consolidation where the market, kind of bounced a little bit, gave it back, a little bit of a double bottom, and then we put in this new high. So all in all, if you were to go from pre-market and kind of just drag a trend line across today's price action, you can see that visually, we are in an uptrend. So what does that mean when visually, right? When you just let your eyes do the basic work, the basic stuff. What do you do when clearly, even if it looks a little choppy, what do you do? Maybe you want to avoid the short positions. Again, for more experienced scalpers who have a system where you can kind of get in there and snag a few points on a particular short back test, this video is not for you. This video is for traders who tend to want to always constantly, pick the top of the market, right? Market can't go higher. We're pulling back. Let's go short. Next thing you know, they're getting trapped and they're having to get out of that position. They do it again and again and again at each new high. Now, by the end of this day today, we could very well, in fact, put in a new low, right? Where the entire sentiment kind of changes. But until that happens, we need to respect and give the benefit of the doubt to the bulls. So what you're looking for is, as you can see here in the pre-market. Now, again, for those of you guys who maybe don't know me as well as some of the people in Evolution Traders, you guys know that typically I don't even start looking at trades until at least 5:30 in the morning, which is going to be 8:30 New York time. That's an hour before the market opens. Normally we got some news, we got some numbers, we got some type of movement that starts an hour before the New York session. So an hour before the New York session is when I'm really looking to take trades. Now, this morning, I wasn't even at the screens at this time. So again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I caught this amazing move off the open, because I didn't, okay? But if you kind of notice where we rose to, right? And you look at the pre-market level, okay, going into the market opens up, we kind of shoot down a little bit. Now, here's one thing, and I've seen some traders, some traders on social media and on YouTube who took the short position, okay? Now, when the market opened, we did pull back. However, there's not a lot of confidence there, for me at least, right? Why? Because we're still riding the 5-day moving average to the upside, which is your power trending SMA. We're still trading well above the 20 SMA, and we're coming off of a flat 200 period moving average, okay? So I'm not trying to look to call the top, I'm not looking to try to call the top and get in on an opening range, kind of short when the market's very volatile and it's extremely choppy and the ranges are big, when technically there's no technical damage, okay? So if there's no technical damage to the chart, I'm going to ignore the short positions and I'm going to just sit on my hands and wait for the pre-market highs to get taken out, because obviously you can see from this chart we have no upper supply after we take out the pre-market highs, and that's exactly what I did. I kind of waited for these pre-market highs to get taken out. I let the market do its thing, pull back and do whatever. I have to force myself to sit on my hands. And then as soon as we start to ramp up and we take out those pre-market highs, overnight session highs, whatever you guys want to call it, as soon as we take that out, I want to get in, get green, and get out. Because again, I stress this a lot in the Evolution Traders room. That first move typically always gets retraced, okay? Whether it's short or whether it's long. You put in a nice big move. Sometimes it goes for 1, 2, 3 candles. Other times it's one candle. Other times it's half a candle. But you normally put in a move and then you kind of balance out, right? So when you balance out, you want to make sure that you're not getting trapped. So again, where you're setting your take profits is all going to be dependent on the system and strategy that you're using. For example, myself, I'm going to trade a little bit more larger size, but I'm only looking for a few handles, right? I'm only looking for a few points, okay? I'm not looking for a lot. I'm not trying to come in here and make 30, 40, 50, 60 points on an initial opening range break. I'm just looking to get a handful of points, get green and get out, and then reassess the situation and kind of see where we stand from there. So again, take this trade for an easy win here, and then I just let the market do its thing. I don't come back and try to chase the short and tell myself, well, we're breaking down the 5 SMA. You know, I don't try to, squeeze some profits in here. I want to see one thing happen. I want to see us lose this 200 period moving average, right? Now, again, for those of you guys who are following the 20 SMA play, we do in fact get a 20 SMA play short here that does confirm for about 8 points. However, it's a very tricky trade because by the time you get in with slippage and fill times and this, that, and the other, and it's actually clicking the button to get in the trade, more than likely this is already wicked down here and is starting to bounce, right? So you can easily get trapped on that way out. But again, if I want to point something out, if we were to close below this 200 period moving average, then I'm going to be looking for another candle to do either something go sideways, back test, and then lose that new low. And once we lose that new low, that's when I want to go short. Okay, so that trade would have been on the table if that scenario would have played out. It did not. In fact, I took my second trade here, which was a long position, again using the 200 as a rock hard support system. So if we do kind of back test and then lose that area, I need to get out of the trade. And then again, once we confirm this 20 SMA play, I want to go ahead and get long. Again, same mantra, trading a little bit heavier size. I'm only looking to take a few points on the move. I'm not looking for an all-day move. It's just a scalp, right? It's just a scalp. Now I'm treating it as just a scalp because for one thing, we still haven't taken out the first hour highs and that opening range, right? So again, I'm not going to expect this move here to just, ramp up, right? Although it could, I'm not expecting that to happen, right? I just want to get in, get green, and get out. Again, we're going to avoid the short setups. Why? Because we're still trapped above this 200 period moving average. So look for your next long position. There's your next long position back over the 20 period moving average. We're back over the 5 power trending moving average, and we're still hovering over this 200. So the bias is still long. You can use a previous 5-minute candle as a stop, or if you're trading smaller size, you can use the 200 as a max pain. Again, your entry is going to be on a following candle that takes out the reason why it's high. That entry should be there, and you get a 5, 10, 15 minute, 20 minute spike here. Okay, so again, more than enough points for you to make some money on this potential move. Now we're kind of doing a little bit of zigzag back and forth, kind of lost this 5 period moving average, but the 20 is still rising. Benefit is still going to go to the bulls. Your next possible long position could be once we break the high of day and then go sideways, consolidate, and then take out the new high of day. That could be a next move there. But again, doesn't have to happen if, because now we're getting a little bit extended from the 20 and the 200. If we were to close below the 20 period moving average, I might be interested in just a quick scalp down. Again, not expecting it to come here, just looking for a quick move, a few points, right? So just want to show you guys how you can avoid getting chopped up, because a lot of times traders will see this move, they'll try to short, they don't get out of the position, now they're trapped. Again, they see a lower high be put in, they try to short down here. Once we try to confirm and break this 200 period moving average, they get in with anticipation. Next thing you know, they're trapped. They see us consolidating, they get short once more, and now they're trapped yet again. Again, guys, stick with the trend. The trend is visibly up. Hope this video helps you guys out there. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.